Tower crane.
Today we're going to build a crane. That's right, something that will lift a large amount of weight or mass. So your teacher has decided what sort of thing your crane's going to lift up. And you have to build a very strong crane to lift up the most weight in the class. Here are some more rules and tips on how to build a crane. So when we make a crane go up and down, we actually are just going to operate it by using the buttons on the hub. So we might lose this when program starts block. Instead of when program starts, we're going to use when the left button is pressed. So we've got when left button is pressed. It's a simple crane, so we're just going to make the motor turn around. So let's say, for example, the motor is plugged into port C. So when you build it, you plug it into port C. And you might find that when you press the left button, if the motor turns just 10 times, 10 rotations of the motor, that might be enough to get it to where you want it to go. You can decide how many times it rotates there. So that might be too many. You might say 8 rotations, or you might even say 12 rotations. But maybe start with 10, see how far that goes. And after those 10 rotations, it just stops by itself. When you want it to go back the other way, we're going to start with we're going to have another one of these. We're going to choose the one that says left again, but we're going to change it to right. So when the other button is pressed, we want it to go the other way. Now you can just duplicate that by holding it down on a tablet or right-clicking on a device like a computer. So here you want it to turn the opposite way. And it should be the same number of rotations each time. That'll make it go up and make it go down. If you find it's going the wrong way, you can always reverse the arrows. Okay, so that's a very simple way to code your crane. The real key to success in this challenge is how to construct it so it's nice and strong. It is time to press pause so your students can see the rules and the example of the code there. But for the teacher setup, you do need some string, about 40 centimeters per kit, per crane would be good. And as far as what you're weighing, well, some rocks might be good. I've got these rocks in the local hardware store, and they're pretty cool because they are heavy. You need to find something that you've got a lot of that's quite heavy. So maybe marbles, or you saw in the video I use coins, but these rocks are pretty cool. The only problem with these are they are different sizes. So if you're going to count how many rocks it holds, it might be a bit unfair sometimes because people have different size rocks. So another option to just counting would be to actually weigh the items. So you could, after the kids their crane has collapsed, or after they've reached their goal, you could weigh each basket full of rocks or whatever you use, marbles, coins, whatever, and then we get a fair reading. Another option is just find a lot of things that weigh exactly the same, like a whole pack of these heavy screws could work. You could count how many screws there were. Anyway, you can basically put anything in your crane that you want, but you just need a lot of them, and it needs to be something that's quite heavy. In the description of this video there are some scoring ideas. All my videos have got scoring ideas in the description. We can tap on links and enter spreadsheet data, even student evaluation and also teacher evaluation. So check out the links if you haven't already. There's some useful stuff in there for teachers to score and to keep track and even assess the kids. If you enjoy my videos, why not give me a small donation by pressing the thanks button at the bottom of every video. You can tap thanks and give me a donation, or you could even become a member by joining my channel and become an official Robot Man fan, just like these guys. I've also got some videos that you might like to see, some other lessons and a playlist of all my Spike Prime tricks. Check them out.